Okay, so it's time to preview the Parramatta Eels for this upcoming 2025 NRL season. The last couple of seasons have been very disappointing by the consistency and the standards that have been set by Parramatta. Going from a grand final to not making the top eight in back-to-back seasons, and last season was exceptionally disappointing with how they just fell off a cliff almost immediately as the season started. They fell off the cliff. And they finished 15th overall with 20 points. Their defence was better than the teams below them with a minus 155 points differential, which is the reason why they finished above South Sydney on points differential. And they obviously were ahead of West Tigers as well. And they obviously beat them in that crucial game to make sure they didn't get the wooden spoon. So much better points differential than the teams below them, but real poor season from where they were a few seasons prior. So they've gone from a consistent top four, top five team competing for the top eight, competing in a grand final to 15th in the space of a couple of seasons. So Jason Ryles, it's his first season as head coach, and this is going to be an interesting season. Parramatta are one of those teams that could very likely get the wooden spoon or surprise us and make the top eight. This is one of those teams you just cannot predict anything with. I think one of the pros is Jason Ryles, new coach. Some fresh ideas, different tactics, different style of play could actually benefit the Parramatta Eels. Also, Mitch Moses, we know what he can now do at Origin and international level. He's proved it in State of Origin now. He's proved it for Australia, and he's been proving it for a long time with Lebanon as well at international level. So he's a very capable player. But also, the problem with Mitch Moses is will he stay fit the entire season? Because there's been some issues where Mitch Moses being injured has impacted the team. And impacted the direction of the team. There's no doubt Mitch Moses is a brilliant player, and he has, as I say, proven that now at rep level. If they can keep him fit for the entire season, that will help their chances of climbing the ladder and improving, making the top eight, for example. Again, that new coach, that Jason Ryles coming in, fresh face, fresh ideas, and this will be his first pre-season with the squad. Another big positive for Parramatta is the size of their catchment area in their fan base. I think they potentially got the biggest fan base in the NRL. Definitely got the biggest membership and fan base in Sydney. And their youth catchment area is large in the western suburbs. So they should be producing talent. I think that the negatives, with the team looking at last season, the depth was tested, and now we've had a lot of squad turnover and players on the way out. So Jason Ryles, he's going to have to bring some of these younger players through. That could be a negative with some of that inexperience being slotted into key positions and depth being tested. There's been a massive squad turnover. There's a lot of players that the board have said, on your way, you're free to leave or pursue options elsewhere. So players like Regan Campbell, Gillard, and I think that leaves the forward pack a little bit undermanned. And there are some depth issues that were exposed in the last couple of seasons with injuries. So Parramatta's going to be an interesting one this season. Mitch Moses' fitness, I think, is crucial to any chance they have of potentially getting back to the top eight. Or at least improving from where they were last season, which was 15th. So any improvement, I think, for Jason Ryles is a win. Jason Ryles, no pressure on him. I don't think he's going to get the sack at any point this season. I think his job is safe. But if they don't improve and they start struggling, then maybe this 2026, 2027, we could see Jason Ryles potentially be on the hot seat. This is a team that's had some issues off the field with finances and stability in the boardroom. And it's only been recent times that they finally stabilised again with the new stadium, with consistent performances. The last two seasons, however, have been disastrous. So Parramatta could go one of two ways. Wooden spoon or incremental improvement. You cannot predict this. A lot of people are saying they will get the wooden spoon, however. And I find it hard to argue against that. However, there are some positive signs here with this team. There always has been. Will they win the Premiership? No. Will they be a top four side? Probably not. Will Jason Ryles improve them? Potentially. So this is a big unknown, potentially wooden spooners. But there we go. There's Parramatta. I think their squad depth could be their undoing. And Mitch Moses, will he stay fit? If he stays fit the entire season, that could massively help their chances of improving. But it's a watch this space with Parramatta. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts on the Parramatta Eels and their chances in the 2025 NRL season upcoming. And as I say, the pre-season is only a few weeks away now. We're not that far from the beginning of February, and this is where we're going to see those trials matches. And then Vegas. Vegas is only, 6 weeks away. 6 weeks until the Vegas curtain raiser. So clock is ticking for teams to get those final signings in place, get prepared for pre-season, get their pre-season training really ramped up, get the match readiness ramped up. And in Parramatta's case, will their squad be strong enough? So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I'll have some more content for you guys very, very soon.